All right, Valencia, we have put together a great proposal here for you. You asked for a discount, we're going to give you a discount. But more importantly than that, because there's no such thing as a good deal on the wrong car, the Accord you picked out, right color, correct?
Perfect.
Equipped just the way you said it had to be equipped, yes?
Exactly.
Okay. Here is your opportunity.
Okay.
All right, MSRP was $23,721, okay? Now, I'm sorry, MSRP was $23,270. Then we added, for your benefit, mud flaps and pinstriping, which just makes the car, A, look better, B, maintain its resale better, and C, it increases the value. So your total ownership opportunity is $23,721. However, we discounted it $770.
Okay.
On vibrate, please. That means that you own it for $22,951. Now your Accord, we love it. We'll buy it for $16,500, which gives us a difference of $64.81. Now, with the administrative fees, the electronic filing fees, the 6.5% Georgia tax, and your tag fees, and the payoff on your vehicle, the bottom line is $31,069. Now, with an initial investment of $1,000, the amount to finance would be $30,069.61. Now, we've given you multiple payment plans because we want this to work well for you. On the purchase side, we've given you 3 different terms. Your 60-month term, shorter term, pay it off sooner, build equity faster, save money when it comes to carrying charges. 72 months, more flexible, more comfortable. By the way, you can pay it off anytime you want to, no prepayment penalty. And right here is the best of both worlds as described by our customer, 66 months. Payments are always lower than they would be at 60. They're a little higher than they would be at 72, but you gain many of the benefits the 60-month payment gives you. And I've given you 3 down payment opportunities. As you can see, the more down, the smaller the payment, the less down, the larger the payment. Now, leasing, we had touched on this. This is an opportunity that more and more people are taking advantage of. 36 months with an initial investment of $2,600. Your payment's $521 to $530, $3,600, $491 to $5,000, and $4,600, $462 to $471. So, if you will circle and initial the payment that works best for you, we'll get your new Accord ready for delivery.
I have one problem.
Sure.
My car is worth more than $16,500.
Valencia, the fact that you say that is evidence that you are a normal human being.
Yes.
Virtually everybody that buys a car from us says exactly the same thing. It's not a problem.
Okay.
We understand.
Okay.
Now, other than what we're willing to buy your Accord for, everything else is cool though. Nothing else stops you from taking delivery today.
No, everything
correct?
is perfect.
Okay, good. Valencia, please recognize this. All right, the $16,500 that we will buy your car for is our initial investment into that vehicle. Okay? Now, you don't know us that well yet, but you're going to discover that we're a group that does what we say we're going to do. Okay? Earlier I said we're going to buy your first oil change, maybe even your second. We're going to do that.
Okay.
You can get your tires rotated as often as you like here. We're not going to charge you a nickel. We are going to take great care of you. So, in 6 months, you're going to be at church, at a party, at the work, out to dinner, and someone's going to say, gee, we have a need for a pre-owned car. Well, we hope by that time you've got the confidence to send them to us. Because if you do, you are going to find, they will discover that we have got a ton of great-looking vehicles out there. And I'll tell you how we make them great-looking in just a few minutes.
Okay.
But the one thing that we're not going to do is let this happen. We're not going to let somebody buy a pretty car, take it home, start showing it off, and have somebody walk over and go, wow, that's a pretty car. It's a pretty dangerous car.
Okay.
It needs 4 new tires. Okay? We won't let that happen. You know, from our time we spent at your car,
Exactly.
and you've done the right thing. You didn't buy new tires because that would have been a bad investment. But we're going to have to put new tires on that vehicle. How much do you think 4 new tires on that 2011 Accord of yours will cost?
Around 500. A
Okay.
little more.
Okay. It'll probably be a little more, but you know what? I bet we can do it for 5 because we buy tires in bulk. All right? Now, we're going to detail the car. In order to get someone to come to our lot to buy a car, we've got to make it basically nearly new. All right? Now, I'm not talking about washing it and wiping it down. I'm talking about sending it to our detail department where they are liable to have to unbolt all the seats, take them out, steam clean them, shampoo the carpets, take a toothbrush to the interior, put it up on a rack, pressure wash the undercarriage, bring it down, steam clean the engine. Then we put a special solution on the outside to renew the paint. Now, Valencia, what do you think that would
My
cost
car
you?
is clean, but not quite that clean.
Right. If you took it to
More
Mr. Clean,
detail.
if you took it to Mr. Clean and said, do all that, what do you think they'd charge you?
have no idea. I've never had it done.
We spend about $150.
Okay.
Now, we'll also certify the car. That means we have to do.
Now my maintenance is updated.
Okay.
You have my records.
You've got 57,000 miles on it.
Yes.
But I hope you didn't do the 60,000 mile service.
No.
That would have been crazy.
No, right,
okay.
Exactly.
Well, you saved yourself $400 or $500 there. Right. But you know what? We will have to service that car. Now we can do it for a lot less than that. Maybe $300. Now, you've been to a shopping mall. You know how I know that?
How do you know?
You are well dressed, and you've got dings and dents running up and down both sides of that car. All right, we have to take those out. I mean, everybody in Atlanta's got them. It's about $100 per side. Okay. Now, the rest of the car, terrific shape. But if we add all that up, that's that's $1,150. That means before anybody gets a chance to see it, drive it, much less buy it, we will have a total investment in that vehicle of $17,600. Okay? But I can't invest a nickel into that vehicle until you tell me which one of these payments works best for you. Now, don't close. I want you to say, well, Steve, I want $18,000.
Steve, I have to have $18,000.
Okay.
My car is maintained. My tires, I've only had the car, put 57,000 miles on my car, so my tires are excellent.
Well, okay. You know what? I don't blame you. I'd want more too, okay? And I do not know where you came up with the $18,000 number. It's a good one. It's a good one. In fact, we think it can be worth even more than that. All right? So we think you're spot on. See the difference there?
Same word, different word.
No. Completely different words. I don't know where you got the information. We think it's great. Bill, if you're trying to sell me something and you make me feel smart, is that helping you sell me something?
No, hold on. Let me notice the difference between what you said and what he said, because it's so similar.
That's what I'm saying. Very similar.
Yeah.
What he said?
Yeah, exactly. What he said was pretty much almost what you just said.
Oh, no. Initially, what'd you say? Where'd you get that number? Then he backed around into it. Then he backed around into it because he's been trained by a fine trainer. That's why he knew that. All right, $18,000. You know what? I don't blame you. We'll buy it for $16,500. You want $18,000 because you're a normal human being. That is a difference of $1,500. However, think about this. You leave here because we can't get together. You want $18,000, we're stuck on $16,500 because we know what it's worth, but you know what? You know what it's worth too, so doggone it, we can't get together. If that happens, by the way, that's my fault. So you leave here, you take a right, and you're going towards 285, and that one light right before 285, you're stopped, and somebody rolls down the window and honks the horn, and you think it's because you're pretty. Well, it may be, but they also think your car's pretty. Okay? And they say, hey, that's a gorgeous car. Is it for sale? And you go, yeah, as a matter of fact, it is. And they say, how much? You go, $18,000. And they said, pull over. And they give you $18,000, and they give you a ride back here. Okay? So you come in, you float through that front door, you're high-fiving everybody, and you get to me and you go, see, Steve, I told you it was worth $18,000. And I say, hey, Valencia, it's a miracle, but I'm glad it's a miracle. I'm glad you're back here. But then, at that point in time, I would have to unveil some very, very disturbing and, quite frankly, unhappy news to you. Okay? Because what I would have to let you know is that the price of our car went up $1,072. And it's not because we changed the price. We wouldn't do that to you. But when you trade a car to us, the state of Georgia provides you a 6.5% tax credit. Okay? So with no trade, you've got $1,072 added. So if you take $1,072 from the $1,500 difference we've got right now, well, that's $428. So we're not that far apart. And Valencia, I know your car can be worth $18,000, but in order to make it worth $18,000, you're going to have to do something to it. Okay? Again, you said your tires are in great shape. Well, they've got 57,000 miles on them. All right? So even the Michelins that you've got on there are going to have to be replaced almost immediately. And if someone's going to pay you full retail for this car, because that's what 18 grand is. Actually, it's a little less than full retail, but it's pretty up there. They're going to want new tires. So if you went to a cheap place and spent like 110 bucks, well, that's 440. And quite frankly, you're now $12 in the hole. There's no reason to go $12 in the hole. Choose one of these payments so we can get your new Accord ready to go.
I didn't know about the tax break. Thank you. Thank
Certainly.
you. Okay, it is a great deal.
Okay.
60 months.
Very good. All right.